Hello everybody, and welcome back to Project Rewind, a recreation of the first season of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate CPU Tournament series that I held on my Instagram. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to get into episode 11, so we're getting close to the end of the series here. But because in this episode, we'll be documenting my favorite tournament in the entire season. Or series, both works. Because this one, in my opinion, had the most unique tournament theme that I came up with myself. And honestly, it was just a really hyped tournament to watch as well. It's my favorite besides the finale, of course. But it was also just a really hyped tournament to watch. So many hype moments and memories from this tournament that I still have in my brain to this day. And it actually utilizes the third key or core game mode in Smash Ultimate that we have not yet seen. So obviously we've seen the stock format in which a character is given a certain amount of lives, usually 3, and they have to hold on to all of those lives while also KOing their opponent and getting rid of all of their lives. Kind of like a last man standing sort of thing. And we've also seen the stamina mode, in which it's basically the same format as the stock mode, but instead of percentage to indicate how much damage you have taken, it is HP, which will dwindle down the more you get hit. But this time we're dealing with the other core game mode, which is the time game mode, in which you have unlimited stocks. You can die multiple times and you will still be in the game. However, there is a time limit to the match. I mean, you can set a time limit in a stock match too, but the time limit is essential in this mode because you have to get as many KOs as possible within a certain time limit. And you don't have to do that in the stock format. You can just sit back. It's all about survival, basically. But in this one, you have to get as many KOs as possible. And whoever has the most KOs by the end of the match is the winner. Or by the end of the time, you know. So, and then other people will be below that. And how you win, of course, besides just getting as many KOs as possible, you also have to keep in mind how many times you get KO'd too. Because every time you KO somebody, you're going to get a point. But if you get KO'd, you're going to lose that point. So whoever has a positive score, or you basically you need to have a positive score, but the most positive score is what you need to have in order to win the match. So don't let yourself get into the negatives or else it's going to be bad. So that's the whole premise of time, basically, and this entire tournament is based around that game format in which all these characters have to get as many KOs as possible in order to move on to the next match. But now you're probably wondering, why are there 5 different characters on the screen right now? Well, I can't really explain that right now, because the rules of the tournament are not going to be evident until we actually get into the tournament, and then I can explain why there are actually 5 characters. But I call this tournament the time pool. And when I say pool, it means a group of characters. And as you were seeing right here, this is our first pool, our first group of characters that are in the tournament. There are many more participants that we have yet to see besides these 5 right here. But we have to get through this pool first. Now you're probably wondering, how do you actually move on in the tournament? Or what's the main objective? How do you move on into the next match and win the tournament besides just getting every single KO? Like, what determines who gets eliminated and whatnot? Well, we're going to find that out in the matches. So I'm just going to get into the tournament here and then I'll explain the rules as the match is going on. But first, let me clarify something. I hate to ruin the magic of Project Rewind, but I just gotta explain it. So I've saved a replay of every match that is in this tournament, because obviously in Project Rewind, I have to make it to where a certain character wins a certain match. I have to, you know, replicate the tournament to its most accurate representation. In the original tournament in which it was held, a certain character won the tournament. I have to make sure that character wins the tournament again. So when it was live, I would just let the tournament play. But in Project Rewind, I have to make it to where that certain outcome is achieved. So I have to go through multiple recording sessions and multiple trials just to make sure a certain CPU wins a match. And with there being 5 different characters at most in each match, the chances of a certain outcome of a character winning, or in this case losing, which I'll explain, are even smaller because there's more characters. Unless you can, or no, not unless. Rather, comparing it to if it's just a 1v1 or a free-for-all match that has 3 characters. So the chances of a certain character that I want winning are even higher in that case, but it's even smaller here. And I didn't want to have to go through multiple failed recording sessions for you guys here, so I saved a replay of every match that I wanted to go the way I wanted to, so that way I didn't have to drain battery on my camera. So now that I have all the footage I need, we will record it here. And I will get into the rules of the tournament once we actually get into the first match. It's not going to be very evident at first what the main objective is, but it will start to become, you'll start to realize what's going on. So, without further ado, let's get into the time pool tournament. So, as you can see, let me turn up the volume here. So I'm going to go into the replays here very soon, but I just wanted to start off the episode how I usually do on the character select screens. So you'll see the whole cinematic of all the characters entering like the little portraits and everything, but then it will transition right into the replay. So hopefully you guys understand that. So without further ado, let's actually get into the time pool tournament now. I'm super excited to cover this one. So as you can see, we have our first pool of characters. So this is Pool 1, Round 1. We have a Sephiroth, Lucario, Toon Link, Simon, and a Sonic. The Sephiroth was chosen by Ian Solomon, the Lucario was chosen by Caden Howard, the Toon Link was chosen by Zach Wisdom, the Simon was chosen by Ben Doffing, who we haven't seen in quite a little bit, and the Sonic was the Sonic was chosen by Kobe Billups. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the match, everybody. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, into Pool 1, Round 1. So, as you can see, we have 5 different characters. I know you didn't get the whole 3, 2, 1, go thing, but that is because we are watching a replay right now, and it just doesn't save the entrance for some reason. But this is very hectic because we have 5 different characters on the match right now. We have Sephiroth, Lucario, Toon Link, Simon, and Sonic. And as you can see, the percent rule still applies. Oh, and we got a kill right there from Simon. And as you saw, above Simon's character portrait, it had a +1. And on Lucario's character portrait, it has a -1. And I don't know if you can see it, but just above the percentages of all of them, there's also a tiny number that indicates what the score is right now. But it might be a little tiny on this camera that you can't see it. But someone just got another kill right there. Sonic was able to KO Simon. And Toon Link right there, if you just saw it. So now, Sonic just got 2 KOs. So he's technically in the lead. And Lucario and Toon Link are at -1. And you don't want to be there, which means they haven't gotten a single KO. And they've been KO'd. So they lost a point. They haven't even gained a point yet either. So that's the whole premise of time. You just have to get as many KOs as possible and keep yourself in the positive point range. And there's a reason this whole thing has 5 characters in it. Oh, Toon Link got his final smash. Was able to kill 2 people with it. 3 people with it, actually. Was able to KO Sephiroth, Lucario, and Sonic. Really good use of a final smash right there. As you can see, the timer at the top right is at 1 minute and 10 seconds. We started off this match with 3 minutes. So each match is supposed to take 3 minutes long. And in that 3-minute time range, you need to get as many KOs as possible. We have a lot of final smashes coming out here so that people can try desperately to get a KO under their belts. So obviously, for the person that is in last place right now, or who hasn't got hardly any KOs, or just been KO'd a lot, is in kind of deep trouble, because we are at 37 seconds right now, and if the person who is in last place doesn't get enough KOs to bring themselves back, it's curtains for them. And obviously Simon not having a chance to recover right there. So obviously these first few matches aren't going to be precise commentary, because I'm having to explain the rules of the tournament here. But everything will get explained, and then I can actually get into good commentary. But we have 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And soon the announcer will be counting down the time.
5, 4, 3,
So that is the end of the match, but we're going into sudden death! And as you can see, each of the characters are at 300%! Just one good hit and it will do it, and Sonic takes the game. So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, let me pause the replay right here. So Sonic won, obviously, and you saw it went into sudden death right there. And that is another thing I'll have to explain. Sudden death basically means that two people, or not just two people, it can be any amount of people, had the same amount of KOs, but also got KO'd themselves the same amount of times. So they were tied, basically. Sonic and Toon Link were tied in KOs and deaths. So in order to settle the score and figure out who would win the match, they needed to go into sudden death, and you saw that both of them were at 300%. So one good hit and they were done for. And as you can see, Sonic took the victory because he hit Toon Link. And then we got Zach Wisdom's Toon Link getting second, Ben Doffing's Simon getting third, Ian Solomon's Sephiroth getting fourth, and Caden Howard's Lucario getting last. That means something. So obviously Sonic, Toon Link, Simon, and Sephiroth are okay because they are in first, second, third, and fourth. But whoever gets last in each match is eliminated. So Caden Howard's Lucario is done. He's not in the tournament anymore. So that is the first round of the pool. Oh shit, you're not supposed to see that. That's a whole different replay of mine. But anyway, that you can see, oh, that's not to get off my stage. You get to see all of my replays right here. But that was Time Pool Tournament Pool 1, Round 1, as you just saw. And that's how the match went. And Lucario, Caden Howard's Lucario got last place, which means he is eliminated from the tournament. So we are going to move on into the next round, in which we get to see Sephiroth, Toon Link, Simon, and Sonic again, but Lucario isn't going to be there. So basically, whoever is the last man standing in each pool gets to move on into finals. So we'll see how that match plays out. So let's move on into the next round, everybody. So here we are in Pool 1, Round 2, ladies and gentlemen, and we meet up again with Ian Solomon, Sephiroth, Zach Wisdom's Toon Link, Ben Doffing, Simon, and Kobe Billups' Sonic. But Caden Howard's Lucario is not here this time. So now it's a 4-player match instead of a 5-player match. So that's the whole premise of Time Pool, ladies and gentlemen. You are in your designated pool, and basically the last man standing in each pool is the winner. So it's all about survival. It's okay if you get first place, second place, third place, or of anything of the like, but you just can't get last. The goal is to not get last, or else you are going to be eliminated from the tournament. And that is how the whole thing works. And it will keep dwindling down until there are 2 characters remaining in this pool. And whoever wins gets to move on into the final pool, in which all of the winners of each pool will fight against each other. Now, how many pools are there going to be? Well, we're just going to have to find out that. We're just going to have to find that out. Ooh, Simon, unfortunately, is not going to recover due to Sephiroth's ledge press right there. But also Sonic's. Sephiroth coming in strong here, having a lot of KOs under his belt already, and we are already about halfway through the match here. 3 minutes goes by faster than you think. So I had the idea, if I ever do a second season to this, maybe I'll extend it to 4 minutes. Maybe the extra minute will make a difference. And Simon's final smash is pretty strong. That might KO Sonic. Yep, there he goes. Simon making a impressive comeback, getting a lot of KOs under his belt in a very quick manner. Sonic going into supersonic mode, gonna try and get something. Was able to KO Sonic and Toon Link, putting Toon Link in a disadvantage in terms of KOs. But Toon Link is about to get his final smash, so maybe he's able to pull something out. All the characters just kind of finding their own battles right now. Ooh, nice combo right there. I guess I knew it wasn't intentional, but Sephiroth found the opportunity. He's able to KO Simon right here. Yep, there he goes. So Simon and Sephiroth are tied as of right now in terms of KOs. I can see it by the little number at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen, but it's just above their percentage. It's just a tiny little number. You might not be able to see it, but just take my word for it. It's a pretty close game, and we're already at 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, so the match here is about to be finished. People better get their KOs in as quick as possible if they want to have a chance at victory. Toon Link pulling out all the projectiles that he has, as well as Simon just throwing out all of his specials. Sonic trying to dash away from all the attacks coming his way. Simon going to initiate his final smash, but not be able to use it. Sudden death between Sephiroth and Simon. But Simon, all he has to do is throw the axe right into Sephiroth, and that will be the game. Okay, now let me explain something here. So during this replay, I figured this out. It says that Sonic and Toon Link tied, which that may be true, because after looking back at the replay, what indicates someone ties is when they have the same amount of KOs, but also got KO'd the same amount of times as well. However, this wasn't the case. Sonic actually ended up getting more KOs than Toon Link did, but ended up dying a lot more times than Toon Link did. Toon Link died less than Sonic did, but got less KOs. And how we determine who wins here is just by who gets the most KOs. The amount of time someone dies doesn't really play a factor in this time pool tournament. All that matters is if you got more KOs, because that's the goal of the time matches. You have to get as many KOs as possible. So if you get more KOs than the person that you're tied with, you automatically win. And since Sonic got more KOs than Toon Link did, even though Sonic died more times than Toon Link did, Toon Link is going to get eliminated from the tournament. So that is the match. Sincere condolences to Zach Wisdom's Toon Link, but he will not be moving on into the next round. So let's move on into the next round and see what other hectic matches await us. Going into round 3 here, we only have Ian Solomon, Sephiroth, Ben Doffing, Simon, and Kobe Phillips's Sonic left. And this is a walk-off stage, so it's going to get pretty hectic here. The CPUs, they always have this kind of behavior, always sticking to a certain side of the stage. Sephiroth KOing Sonic at the side, but Simon gonna throw Sephiroth back with the down smash, getting a KO. Oh my god! I totally forgot that. It's just a bloodbath over there. Jesus! So much damage being dealt and so many KOs to be seen. This is too much for them to handle. Oh, and there goes Simon again. Oh my gosh. Walk-off stages, man. There's something else. They just can't seem to get away from the left side of the stage here. Simon gonna somehow escape alive from all the mayhem that was ensuing over there. A lot of KOs have already been dealt, but it's just a matter of who can get the most by the end of the match. Simon about to receive his final smash, and both Sephiroth and Sonic are caught in it. I think that's a double KO for Simon right there. Oh, nope, not really. Sephiroth actually survived. Well, okay, never mind. He was able to get KO'd from the forward smash, or the forward tilt there, my bad. Ooh, Sephiroth getting revenge on Simon, but accidentally going into the blast zone himself. Dude, so they just can't get away from the sides of the stage. There's quite literally no middle ground for these guys. Okay, so Sonic got caught in Sephiroth's final smash. Sephiroth's final smash can do a lot of different things. Oh, but his shield broke him. Oh, Simon was about to get him right there. He's still stunned. He went to the final smash. Oh my gosh. Sephiroth got them both killed. Simon was about to end Sonic right there, but Sephiroth had his own fight. He wanted his own fight with Simon and gave Sonic just enough time to use his final smash. So we have 30 seconds left, folks. This match is somewhat of a pretty even match. So in these few remaining seconds, it's going to be pretty interesting to see where this match goes. Ooh, Sephiroth with a double KO using the Octa Slash. That gave him a big lead right there. 1 second remaining. Nothing left to be done. And it looks like there's no sudden death, and Sephiroth is just going to win outright. Oh, and there's a clear indication of who got last place in this match, and that would be Simon. No ties or anything. So that means Ben Doffing Simon is going to get eliminated, and we are down to our last 2 people in the pool, everybody. So let's see how that final match will go. Here we are in the final match, everybody. It's just down to Ian Solomon's Sephiroth and Kobe Billups' Sonic. Both of these characters have shown to be pretty aggressive in their playstyle during all of the other timed matches that they've been through. It's just a matter of who can... Oh, wow. Okay, Sonic is actually saucing right now. He's trying to land it quick with the up smash right there. And he is pressuring Sephiroth hard. Nice forward air. It's going to have some sort of ledge pressure up his sleeve. Going with a forward tilt. And the raid with the down smash. Man, Sonic has a really good lead at the moment. Hardly having any damage dealt to him. Sephiroth's going to have to pick up the pace now if he wants to go through this pool with a victory. Obtaining the final smash that could definitely kill Sonic at this percent, especially if he combos it into the down tilt, or combos the down tilt into the final smash, because that can stall him in the air. And it's not going to have any special effect. It's just going to kill Sonic outright. So now they're evenly matched. It's easy to tell in a 1v1 whether there's going to be a sudden death or not. During a 5-player match, it's hard to tell. You can't really keep track of how many KOs everybody has. But we're halfway through the match now. It's still anyone's game, I'd say. Final smash engage with Sonic, and that is going to be a kill on Sephiroth, putting Sonic in the lead. Now, I know Sephiroth AI is pretty scary at times, so I wouldn't be surprised if he can pull something out here pretty quick. And yes, I know how this match is going to end, and especially with the replay ability and whatnot, so I know how every single match is going to go, and I've seen these matches already, but that's technically how it's been the entire time that Project Rewind has been on. I know how every match is supposed to go and how it will go, so... But that's the magic of it. I'm just trying to keep it tense for you guys, you know? Trying to make it mysterious for you guys and make it tense for the people that don't know what's going to happen. So, it's just nice for the people that already know what's going to happen to reminisce on things. But anyway, we're at 23 seconds remaining. There's not much time left. Sephiroth has to get a kill on Sonic here if he wants to tie it up. But Sonic, of course, is the fastest character in this game, so he is able to run away from a lot of attacks that come his way. We only have 5 seconds remaining. Sephiroth has to pull something out if he wants to take victory. Oh, but Sonic taking him away with the back air, putting him in the lead, and he will win the pool. And Ian Solomon Sephiroth going to get eliminated, putting Kobe Billups' Sonic in first place. So he will be moving on in, I guess you could call it a bracket. But he won the match, so he will be moving on into the final pool. But for now, we have to check out pool number 2. And I expect this episode to be divided into 3 parts. There's 6 pools entirety, and that's including the final pool. So there are 5 pools, and then the final pool. So we're probably going to do 2 pools in the first part of episode 11, the other 2 in part 2, and then the last 2 pools in part 3. So I guess let's move on into the next pool and see what other types of matches and characters await us. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Pool 2, and we have 5 new characters going to start off with another 5 different player match, so that'll be good. So we have a Yoshi, a Pyra and Mithra, a Falco, Duck Hunt, and Pac-Man. The Yoshi was chosen by Bryn Chamberlain, the Pyra and Mithra was chosen by me, the Falco was chosen by Iris Wood, the Duck Hunt was chosen by Josh Bidwell, and the Pac-Man was chosen by Dalen Kingsley. So, historical landmark or historical moment in this tournament. So, a character we have not yet seen in the tournament series yet, Pyra and Mithra. So at this time, March 20th, 2021, is when this tournament was held. And the latest DLC character came out. I think it was March 9th is when Pyra and Mithra were released in the second Fighters Pass. So this is a historical moment in the CPU Tournament Series CPU Tournament Series history, where we get the latest DLC character making an appearance, just like Min Min making her first appearance, and then Steve making his first appearance, and then Sephiroth and whatnot. But now we have Pyra and Mithra. So I thought, why not do them justice, and I'll choose them for this tournament. So, Pyra and Mithra, new character we have not seen yet in the tournament series. Historical moment here. Love looking back on it. Yoshi using the final smash to hit Falco, and that's going to be a kill under his belt. Who's in the lead right now? Looks like Falco is in the lead with the amount of kills right there. Ooh, Pyra almost tried to use the final smash right there. That would have been really cool to see. But we only have about a minute left here, and I can't believe it, man. It's gone on fast. If I do a second season, I'm going to make the time limit much longer. Either a minute or 2 minutes longer, because man, these 3 minutes go faster than I thought they do. Or a typical match, like when it doesn't have like a time limit or whatnot, usually takes like 4 minutes. So maybe I'll just give it an extra minute if I do a second season on my Instagram, but we'll see. Anyway, Duck Hunt going to connect the final smash on Pac-Man, and that is definitely going to be a KO. Only a few seconds left here. Falco still has his final smash to use as well. Going to catch Yoshi with it somehow. That was really close. I did not think that would even connect on anybody. But it did some damage. Not quite enough to kill, though. Mithra is at a really high percent. She needs to be careful in these last few seconds to not get KO'd. But Yoshi getting the KO on Mithra. And 3 seconds remaining. Let's see if anybody can pull something out. Not quite enough time. So Iris Woods, Falco going to take first place. But everyone tied for second. But my Pyra and Mithra unfortunately got last. So I will be the first one to be eliminated from this pool in the tournament. I was hoping we get to see Pyra and Mithra more in the tournament series. But I think we see them one more time in the series. Just not in this tournament. They're a really fun character. I like playing them. I like the uniqueness of swapping between Pyra and Mithra to have different playstyles and different objectives as to have more speed or kill power. Really fun character to play overall. And I just thought it would be good to represent them since they were the latest DLC character to come out around this time. So let's move on into round 2. Round 2, here we go. We are on Summit, and we have Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi, Iris Wood's Falco, Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt, and Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man remaining. So, stage hazards aren't on in this tournament, so nothing crazy is going to happen on Summit. But then again, Summit is a crazy stage in and of itself. It's obviously going to move down the mountain right here. Yep. So, even with stage hazards off, it's a pretty hectic stage, so it kind of makes it a little difficult for characters to actually get a secure KO and land combos and whatnot, but I believe that they have the ability to pull something out. All characters at a relatively even percent. One good hit from any of these characters could do it. And when I say any one good hit, I mean like a smash attack. Obviously, a tilt attack isn't going to do anything at like 102 to Pac-Man or anything. But, ooh, nice smash attack coming from Yoshi. Going to obtain the first KO. It's been over a minute already, and that was the first KO. Pac-Man getting a KO on Duck Hunt as well. Oh man, Pac-Man's actually racking up a lot of the KOs here. Oh, also, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time we've seen Falco in a tournament. I believe so. That's going to be a KO on Pac-Man for sure. Going to bring his score down. Ooh, Duck Hunt getting the footstool on Yoshi. Going to make him unable to return. Pac-Man obtaining his final smash. Going to try and find an opportunity to use it. And of course, he will not hesitate. You see that Duck Hunt has his final smash as well. But it's just a matter of who can use it first. Him or Falco, because he has his as well. He captured both Yoshi and Falco with it. That's a double KO, I think. Oh, no, Yoshi's still hanging in there. I thought for sure he was going to get KO'd there. Only have 40 so seconds left. So if any character's planning to add a couple of KOs to their streak or their score, now's the time to do it. Falco obtaining the final smash, going to connect it on Yoshi once again. Time for a little payback. What did Yoshi ever do to you, Falco? I mean, I guess he did get the first KO on you. Never mind. We only have 10 seconds left, folks. Duck Hunt just pulling out all the projectiles that he has. Falco just trying to keep away because he is at a very high percent, and I think he's already in a bad position. Oh, okay. So I remember this vividly. So yes, Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man was able to take the victory with Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt remaining in second. However, Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi and Iris Wood's Falco were tied, and that is because Yoshi. It's the same case as Simon. Oh, who was it? It was Sonic and Toon Link from the first pool. Yoshi actually ended up getting more KOs than Falco did. Yes, Yoshi died more times more than Falco did, but Falco wasn't putting in the work. He didn't have enough KOs under his belt. Meanwhile, Yoshi did. And that is the whole goal of the time matches. So we are going to say that Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi is safe, and Iris Wood's Falco is unfortunately going to have to be eliminated and will not see the rest of the tournament. So, we'll move on into round 3 and see how our last 3 remaining characters do in their next match. Going on to New Donk City, we have Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi, Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt, and Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man left. Yoshi was barely able to make it out alive, but luckily, Yoshi was able to get more KOs than Falco. Yes, he died a couple more times than Falco did, but the whole goal of the time match is to get more KOs, despite how many times you do die. So, we are going to consider Yoshi safe, at least for this match, but let's see if Yoshi can prove himself better in this match. Oh, excuse me. Yoshi trying to get a clean up smash on Pac-Man there. It wasn't even going to kill, but Pac-Man just had to rub in his skill by getting a parry. Duck Hunt sending out all of his projectiles and gunmen. A lot of explosive attacks on the stage. Of course, Yoshi and Pac-Man have to get up close and personal with her. Well, actually, Pac-Man doesn't really have to get up close and personal. He has a lot of projectiles and laying down the fire hydrant as well to keep opponents at bay while he charges up his really good projectiles. Yoshi, on the other hand, does have to get quite up close and personal. And Yoshi, of course, has proven to be very good in these past couple of tournaments. Pac-Man going to obtain the first KO. We are about halfway through the match here. Already at 1:30. The back air coming onto Pac-Man, evening up the game. Oh, shoot. What happened to Duck Hunt there? He accidentally SD'd. Oh, going to capture Yoshi with the final smash there, and that is definitely going to be a KO. That slightly evens up the game in terms of Pac-Man and Yoshi, but Duck Hunt is going to have to get a couple more KOs if he wants to not get eliminated. Uh-oh! Characters are at the far bottom of the stage. What are they doing down there? Pac-Man's getting a little pressured, but he was able to make it back to the stage and use his final smash. Yoshi's in a very bad position, getting another KO on Yoshi with the final smash. That puts Pac-Man in a very good lead. And only about 3/4 of a minute remained, so if Yoshi wants to make a comeback of sorts, oh, how unfortunate. The final smash running right into the stage. He could have gotten a kill under his belt if had it connected, but he's going to have to find other means. Meanwhile, Pac-Man going to stay up there with his... Oh, never mind. Duck Hunt's going to get a kill on there, but Pac-Man still retaining the lead. Pauline providing some good music in the background while this fight ensues. Yoshi better get back up to the stage. Of course, he has a lot of good jump power, so he's able to do that. 2 seconds remain. Looks like not much is going to happen in these last few seconds, but it looks like Pac-Man, Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man, going to take another game. But unfortunately, it's a clear indication of who got last place there. Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi, while a close call in the last match, was unfortunately not able to pull through. Well, that was the last match we had. Sometimes it just skips into the next replay if you don't do anything. It was a close call in that last match, but unfortunately, Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi's not going to move on into the final match of the pool. So let's move on to round 4 of the second pool and see how Pac-Man and Duck Hunt do against each other. Against each other. God damn, it's never going to end, is it? On to New Pork City. We were in New Donk City, now we're going to another big city in New Pork City. So, we have Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt and Dalen Kingsley left in the game. Now this is a pretty big stage, so on big stages it's going to be hard to land a KO. In stock matches, it's the... Oh no! Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt in a very bad position right there. Getting Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man a lead. So like I was saying, this is a pretty big stage, so it's obviously harder to get a KO on a bigger stage than it is a smaller one because you're not in an enclosed space. But it also is a pretty dangerous stage too, so you gotta watch your step. One good trip off the stage, and it's going to be pretty difficult for you to recover with. There may be a lot of different places to recover, but if you only have one in mind, the other places are just going to act as an obstacle. So you got to be careful where you go here. Duck Hunt already having a lot of percent built up on him. Well, Pac-Man just can't seem to die. Duck Hunt getting sent off the stage. I can't even see what he's doing down there. Okay, he's able to recover. Has a final smash on deck as well. Gonna try and go up there. Oh. Kind of playing on the offensive, Pac-Man is right now. Oh, wow. He was able to perfectly dodge that final smash. It's not looking good for Duck Hunt right now. He just can't seem to get a KO on Pac-Man because he is constantly evading his attacks by staying back, charging up his projectiles and whatnot. Gonna get sent over to the far right side of the stage. A lot of platforms for the characters to be on. Pac-Man's looking for another KO. Man, Pac-Man living at this percent is something I haven't seen before. 210. Oh, the gunman will secure the KO though. So now it is evenly matched, but it's definitely not in Duck Hunt's favor because, yep, one good hit is going to put Pac-Man in the lead again. 40 seconds remain. Pac-Man has the advantage. Duck Hunt's going to have to pull out something crazy if he wants to win, unless Pac-Man does something stupid. Oh, whoa, he did something stupid! Well, now it's evenly matched. Okay, well, looks like both of these characters have to be pretty careful about what happens in these last few seconds, or else it's going to be game over for them. Duck Hunt has some pep in his step now. Oh, no! Duck Hunt takes the lead now. Pac-Man making a crucial error on that left side of the stage. Duck Hunt just kept applying the pressure, and he tried to get away by using his recovery, but it ultimately failed, putting Duck Hunt in the lead, and Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt is going to move on in bracket. Man, Dalen Kingsley's Pac-Man had that in the bag. Just unfortunately threw it away. Well, that was Pool 2, everybody. So if if what I said remains true, I will see you in Part 2 of Episode 11, where we would go over Pool 3 and Pool 4, and then Part 3 will go over Pool 5 and the final pool. But as you can see, Kobe Billups' Sonic and Josh Bidwell's Duck Hunt will be moving on into finals, so it's just a matter of time before we see who else has a good shot of taking the victory on this tournament. So we will see those in the next or future matches.